Hi guys, welcome back to ECA to Student Paramedic. I'm Freyja. Thank you so much for coming on and having a look at this channel. So I've had some updates and I have to say they weren't very good, but I want to be really forward, very open and honest. So just to let you know how I got on. So the last couple of weeks I've been struggling with a little bit with my structure. And just my sort of thought processes when I've been under a little bit of sort of stress when I'm with the LDOs, who are an amazing team of learning development officers, so nothing against them whatsoever. It's just that when I'm under scrutiny for a test or an exam, I do have and suffer from a lot of nerves, and internally I get very, very, very worried and nervous and stuff. And then when I'm finding that I'm with someone who is not scrutinising and needing to mark anything, I feel more relaxed and feel just like me, and I'm able to do all the things I need to do. However, because I've been struggling, I said to the university, hey, I think I need some help, just sort of feedback and things like that, because it got to the very, very end pretty much of my university degree, just to see if I can become a paramedic. And the last thing we had to do is do the sign off of the workbooks. And so part of the workbook thing is to make sure that your skills and your competency, everything else is absolutely 100%, and you're safe, and also that you know what you're doing and you can ask for help if you need to, and you can use the tools around you, which is absolutely brilliant, which is all well and good. So today I've just come back from my supported sim day, where I basically treated it as an OSCE, and it was a pass or fail, to be honest. And the university was there, my OO was there, and my representative at the training was there as well. So all the main people that need to be there was there. And it was very, lovely to see their faces, and I know them very, very well. And, it was good to have those people on board. And I had two scenarios, which I won't go through, just in case you guys also have to have the same thing as well. But basically it's the same thing we do on the road, with a bit more of a challenge, just to sort of think out the box or think on your feet and things. And overall, when I did my OSCEs beforehand, like the scene safety situation, and all the other bits that go with it, that was fine. As soon as I got to my assessment side, I got to a certain point, and then my nerves started clicking in again, and I kind of questioned myself, and I made one of them, I didn't do a full confirmation of what I was doing. So I was looking at an ECG rhythm strip, and I got what it was, but I could have added a bit more to the information about that rhythm strip. But the second one, my nerves were shot, and I think I got to some of my assessment, and my structure went out of my way, and I couldn't bring myself back until a bit too late. And then it all went fine after that, but it was that middle bit that was the important part, which I had failed on. So after a good half an hour, 45 minutes of feedback, which they feedback every time on both the scenarios, and the university thought, no, not today, can't sign you off at the moment. And because I'm at the end of my uni, there's no new things to learn, so basically I can't even redo the module, which is really sad as well. I do keep all my points, which I've accumulated for a university, so they will go towards a degree of some kind, but I haven't physically got my degree, and thereby I have not got my paramedic status. So I've already had a big cry, as you could probably tell. But I'm taking it on the chin, because at the end of the day, they need they need to have people there that are confident and are able to obviously do that structure very quickly and, you know, within a timeline, I'm guessing, as well. So I've got absolutely no negative thoughts and no negative words against anyone at all whatsoever. Nothing against the university, nothing against my ambulance trust, you know, nothing against OOs, nothing at all. I've all got positive for them because they've all been behind me 100% of the way, trying to support me in every way they can do. It's just that at the end of the day, if your nerves get to you like they do with me, that's it. So what's the plan? Well, the plan is I'm not giving up. Okay, I'm having I've got a few days off anyway through allocated leave and also rest days, just to sort of recompose myself and just have a reflection and stuff, and try and find time for me, and find time to say, you know, you give it your best shot. You know, not every time you do an exam, every time you do a test, are you going to pass. It's a shame that it was done at the very, very end. You know, I couldn't do these sims earlier on and reflect earlier on of what was seen on the road as being a little bit on the structure side of things. But, you know, you can't choose that. It's just one of those things. So what are my plans? I am still very happy to work for my trust, and I will continue working as to the best of my ability. I am not going to stop my YouTubes. I think they are very valid. And for everybody out there who is still looking at doing the student paramedic, the apprentice paramedic, if you're coming in as a university graduate or undergraduate or not, I still think there's a massive value for you to continue with your studies, and because we need the paras out there. Absolutely, we need paras out there. And also we need the ECAs out there, and I still can forget the names. There's the AAPs, the ones in between, you know, the ones that can do the eye gels and things, which I'm planning to stay as. So not quite an ECA. I will try and continue upward from an ECA, but below a paramedic, assisting in every way I possibly can do. In the meantime, I shall continue with my own CPDs, my own reflections of jobs, and help any brand new out of the box NQPs, because I know how it works now. You know? I've got an idea about the drugs, I've got an idea about, you know, how the system works, so hopefully I'll be sort of the best assist as I can. I am still looking to progress in some way in my trust, and you know, in any opportunity that comes along, I'm going to have a look at it as well. But for now, I'm going to take a step back. I'm trying to learn how to find me again. So me, the Freyja Joyner, the non-student paramedic, which is going to be very, very difficult to walk into station and not have those epaulets on and people asking, oh, what happened, and going through that whole conversation first time with everyone who doesn't know. So that's probably going to be the biggest thing for me to do, to sort of swallow, okay, didn't quite work out, and you know, then try and think, right, what else can I do? So I'm going to continue in my studies. I'm still going to, you know, keep my current information in my head, because you never know, I will try again. If I can't do with the current university, which I don't think I can do now, then there might be another university which I can work alongside SWAS and see if I can go from there. In the meantime, at home, I'm going to continue with my music as well. I'll be continuing with my writing, because I'll have the time there. And the one thing I won't miss, I suppose, in the sense of whole things, is that I won't miss going to bed with worry and stress that I need to keep remembering drugs for certain things, or where the presentations are certain ECGs, or that I won't need to have that stress of a paramedic on my shoulders and thinking, because at the moment, the last couple of months, it's been all encompassing. Well, actually the last 2 years it's been all encompassing. I've only been the student. I've lost myself, as it were, and I'm sure my family, my husband, my children and my friends will be happy to have old Freyja back. The one that loves her music, loves to just do D&D and all sorts of things. But I'm not angry at all. I would say I was frustrated. I'm upset with myself, very disappointed in myself, and I think the one of the upsets was disappointing other people. Everyone was so supportive, all my friends, all the paras out there who were supporting me and going, yeah, you can do this, you can do this, you've got this, you got this. I think the idea of disappointing them and then becoming, it's almost like sheepishly going back into station, or sheepishly going back on the road and going, I've not made it, I know, I hope you don't feel any less of me, because obviously that's me thinking of bad things, and I shouldn't feel that at all. And if people do think like, oh yeah, well, you weren't good enough, so rubbish and all that, and inside I'm thinking that's what they're thinking, and in theory, if they do think that, then that's the type of character they are. But for me, I gave it my best. Life has its ups and downs, and work has ups and downs, and I think if you go into anything half-hearted, you're not going to pass anything, you're not going to achieve anything, you're not going to gain anything positive in your life, and you've just become stagnant, which is not really a good place to be, I don't think. But if you strive to be the best you can be, and find that you can't just get over that little bit of an extra hill, I don't think that is a negative. I think you show yourself to everyone and yourself that you've tried your hardest. You fought as fast and hard as you can, but just couldn't quite meet that very high mark. And there's a reason why it's hard, because it's got to be hard, because you've got people's lives, in your hands. Your decision can be between life and death. So that's how serious and how important the registration is. And it's not just, oh yeah, well, I'm going to give these drugs, I'm going to do this. It's everything to do with that patient, and the all the workings out of why you're doing something, and backing it up with evidence. That's sort of the paramedic thinking, which I hope I don't lose, because I think that's going to help me still with my work. So there you go. Okay, so again, this is going to be the last video of Student Paramedic. However, I will be making a new part of the video, which will be hopefully in a week or two, when I know exactly where I am, and we shall start from there, and I will continue on with my journey and hopefully give you any hints and tips on the front line. So from me to all of you, thank you very, very much for all your support, and I will hope to see you soon on the road. Take care, stay safe, bye bye.